Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to wake up with that surge of energy? To throw yourself into your work, so possessed by your purpose that distractions simply melt away? Imagine living in a flow where day after day, long hours pass in the blink of an eye. Not because you're grinding away, but because the work itself has become your oxygen. You're not just productive, you're alive. Every heartbeat echoes with intention. And when the sun sets, there's no room left for regret, for that gnawing thought. I could have done more. There is only the pulse of satisfaction. That's not a fantasy. It's how I've lived for a long time now, and that's the secret I want to share with you today. Before we dive in, if you crave that sense of mastery, that hunger for more out of life, subscribe to Growth Mindset Project. Join a movement that transforms discipline into freedom. And hit the bell icon, because the moment you decide to commit to your best self, you deserve to receive every spark that could ignite your journey. Let me show you what's possible. Recently, a major milestone arrived in the mail. A simple plaque, yet in it, the weight of countless nights. All the quiet victories nobody witnessed. The discipline that carved the path to a growing audience tuning in. I held it, not just as a trophy, but as a testament to focus, to resilience, to the art of making even the grueling worth craving. Discipline builds empires from dreams. It's the rhythm behind every fulfilled ambition, the relationship that blooms, the body that feels alive, the business that breathes possibility. It's the music behind satisfaction. But I wasn't born immune to distraction. No one is. Distraction is the relentless tide. What made the difference? Two things: being driven by clear outcomes, and always anchoring my days to purpose. Think about it. Nobody gives up, because the path is hard. They give up when it feels meaningless, when each step seems to dissolve into the gray unknown, like droplets in mist. Ambiguity kills. Uncertainty is poison. The antidote is always clarity. Every morning, I look my goals in the eye. I don't just say I'll work on my business. That's a mirage. The brain, sharp as it is, recoils from vagueness. Instead, I set targets as tangible as marble. Today, a few new leads, a few powerful conversations, a few visible wins. Every step has weight, every outcome, a shape my mind can grasp. When you create this kind of vivid game plan, the process stops being a chore and becomes a quest. Your desk turns into a launch pad. You become a player in your own saga, and the result is focus, effort without friction. The distractions, so alluring before, start to fade, replaced by the pulse of progress. But outcomes are only the beginning. You need to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each win, whether it's money earned, a new project launched, a step closer to freedom, becomes a dopamine burst, a psychological reward that keeps you energized. Money, yes, is powerful. Attach your effort to it. Let it be the proof you're creating your own life, the signpost that you're moving beyond surviving into living. Ask yourself, how much of your one precious life do you want to spend running away from discomfort, seeking escapes that only numb your hunger? What would happen if you built a life so exhilarating that you no longer needed to escape it? Where the game is your life, and winning means fulfillment, not just fleeting pleasure. And yet, this calling, this transformation, demands deep work, the kind that sends roots into your soul. It asks for discipline, a strength refined not in the easy moments but in the fire of discomfort. Are you willing to show up relentlessly? Are you ready to earn the future that belongs to the only version of yourself, the fully awakened one? If you're still here, if you're soaking up these words, I know you have that insatiable hunger. You wouldn't be drawn to this heartbeat, to this channel, if you didn't. So let's journey together. Smash the like button if you crave this energy, this drive. That single action is a vote for your future, my future, our mission together. And drop your voice in the comments. Tell me, what fuels you? What ignites that fire inside? Your story matters. Let's make this a conversation, not a monologue. The second truth I discovered is that obsession is rarely born in the cradle of comfort. No, it is forged in risk, in the dance between fear and hope. Pause for a moment. Picture a burning building behind you. You'd race forward as if your life depended on it, limbs infused with a desperate energy. Compare that to seeing a beloved friend at the airport after years apart. Your heart swells, you run, but something in your wiring drives you harder when you're running from pain than towards pleasure. That's human nature. Risk sharpens desire. If you want to change your life, truly change it, you must manufacture urgency. Not wait for the fire to start, but light it yourself with stakes that mean something. Most of what holds us back is not a lack of knowledge or talent, but the absence of pressure. When you tell yourself, "I'll get to it someday," you let comfort be your poison. Because nothing immediately bad happens if you slack off. You don't see your dreams evaporate in an instant, but look up in a few months, and the realization cuts deep. Nothing changed. The life you feared, stagnant, unsatisfying, became the life you live. But imagine two versions of yourself standing side by side. Some time from now, one is frozen in the present, a monument to routine, to unlived potential. The other, forged by discomfort and deliberate action, stands transformed, sharper, wealthier, more passionate, and profoundly alive. Every day, that second version ran towards risk, carved deadlines in stone, faced the stakes head-on. Which one will you be? Performance-based living is a choice. The moment you let results drive you, you become accountable, alive to every action, every hour. Fixed comfort lulls you, wraps you in routine, and caps your potential. Performance-based outcomes uncage your ambition. Passive routines put you to sleep. Don't be the one who plateaus, who lets fear of failure disguise itself as reason. Break that ceiling. Refuse to be held back by imagined limits. Often, people hit a wall. Their progress flatlines, their business stalls, their physique refuses to budge. The reason? They stop raising the stakes. They grip the comfort of the familiar, even when they ache for transformation. But comfort is the silent assassin of progress. Each day you refuse to risk, you decide to remain unchanged. And that leads to the third secret. Focus follows consequence. Ask yourself, why is it so easy to get lost for hours in a video game, yet a single hour of meaningful work feels Herculean? There's no shame in admitting it. Even minds tagged with labels like ADHD can focus for hours, locked in the pleasure of play. The secret is right there. Your brain will give its all for what it deems rewarding, for experiences where consequence and feedback dance together. Every day, your subconscious recalibrates. Does this matter? Is there reward here? Is there risk if I fail? When the answer is yes, you drop, laser-focused, into the moment. When it is no, boredom and procrastination slip through the cracks, and you drift. The greatest enemy of productivity is the absence of consequence. When failing to work, failing to stretch yourself, costs you nothing, your brain whispers, "Why bother?" But this is not destiny, it's design. You can hack it. You must train your mind, reward every focused effort, and refuse to offer dopamine, pleasure, relief, relaxation, for anything less than doing what brings you closer to your goals. Right now, the world offers too much instant gratification. Social feeds, endless scrolling, endless rewards for zero effort. Your dopamine baseline is sky high, and that makes discipline harder. Your mind is trained to crave entertainment, not progress. To break free, build better feedback loops. Remember the last time you touched something hot. In an instant, your nervous system made a vow. Never again. If every act of distraction, every skipped task stung just as sharply, how quickly your habits would change. The pain or pleasure must be immediate and tangible, not abstract or delayed until some vague future. Begin rewarding yourself for every victory, no matter how small. An hour of uninterrupted work, a day without wasted time, a project brought to life. And when you slip, pause. Refuse to offer yourself comfort or reward. Let the discomfort seep in. Let it be the fuel for your next round. Instead of dreading effort, ignite your imagination with reward. Don't imagine the grind. Envision the freedom, the abundance, the wild joy of a life won through dedication. Let the prospect of success wrap around you like sunlight through an open window. This is not punishment. It's a turning of the mind towards brilliance. Right now, run a scan of your life. Where do your consequences lie? Be honest. Are you gifting yourself pleasure for habits that serve nobody? Are you withholding satisfaction from the moments that could truly move you forward? Shift the balance. The greatest tragedy is a life spent rewarding the wrong things, erecting shrines to distraction while everything vital to you waits, unbuilt. To bring deep work alive, make it irresistible. Lower your threshold for boredom. Spend 15 minutes each day in silence, alone with your thoughts. Let your mind breathe. No screens, no noise. Just you, your ambitions, and the sacred hush of possibility. Once you step from silence into work, you'll feel it. The hunger returns. Compared to stillness, meaningful effort is vibrant, exhilarating, the only escape worth seeking. Crush the distractions. Exile your phone, mute the world, clear the clutter, build a fortress around every block of focused time. The environment you create is the temple of your future. High performers are not superhuman. They are simply ruthless with distractions. They treat every block of time as sacred, every action as weighted with outcome. This isn't a pain story. It's a liberation tale. If you're tired of treading water, ready to plunge headfirst into the fierce joy of creation, now is your season. You are one discipline away from a new life. You are one choice away from breaking your own limits, from becoming the obsessed, productive soul you have always envied. Remember, as you carve out this new identity, a half-hearted effort is always better than a day lost to inaction. Never underestimate the power of simply showing up. If this vision stirs something inside you, let it breathe. Like the video, subscribe, and share your experiences in the comments. This journey is fueled as much by your fire as by mine. And don't forget, if you hunger for more, explore the other videos thriving here on Growth Mindset Project. Lean in. Hit the bell. Let every insight be yours. This is just the beginning. You and I, against the tide of distraction. Together, let's make the work addictive, the process unmissable. Because in the end, your life is the only game worth mastering.